Well, hello everyone, and welcome to this edition of Teed Up Grand Strand. I'm your host, Shan Coughlin, here with my special friend, Mr. Archie Lemon from Tidewater Golf Club. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you. I'm going to put this a little closer to you.
There
Got
you
to
go.
talk into it. He's a tall fellow, folks. If you're not listening, if you're listening to us on an app and not on the stream, you can look at us at thegolfdirector.com. Just click the TV tab or the streaming media tab, and you'll be able to see our glorious faces.
Okay.
Mr.
Good.
Archie's all decked out in his purplish blue today. I like it.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
So, Tidewater, summer golf, it's warm out. It's got to be looking great out there with those water views.
Course is in fantastic shape right now, Shan. All the grass on the golf course is a warm season grass.
Yes.
So the golf course loves the heat. The grass on the golf course loves the heat. So the golf course is looking better right now than it's looked its entire year.
That's great to hear.
So we're excited about it. It is a little warm out there in the afternoons,
Right.
But it's summertime, so we have a fair amount of golf in the morning, and then we have some specials that we offer for some afternoon players.
Well, I tell you, we had some folks in yesterday, and they brought up a good point. The morning time is when everyone tries to get out, which makes sense, go to the beach with your family in the afternoon. But if you can't get out in the morning and do choose to go out in the afternoon, while it may be a bit warmer, the breeze has kicked up, and you're not going to see too many other people out there, so you'll be able to zip around in good time.
That's very true. It's not as crowded in the afternoon.
Right.
And a lot of people, I don't think, realize, and I'm going to use Tidewater because not every course down here is like this,
Right.
but Tidewater has about half of its holes. 9 of the holes are on water. So we're out on an inlet. Some of them are up on bluffs. Some of them are very close to intercoastal waterway. There's nothing between the golf course and intercoastal waterway except some salt marshes. We have a little breeze, it seems like, that's always blowing out there. So it is a little cooler than the thermometer might indicate.
Well, and it makes a big difference when if you can get a breeze, and you guys have those gorgeous trees. I mean, very mature course. You've got some shade. I think it makes a huge difference than if you're just out in the open with the sun beating down on you with no breeze.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Yeah,
absolutely no doubt.
And so I think it's just apropos that you guys are part of a group that's called Myrtle Beach Best.
Yeah.
And tell folks about that a little bit.
Myrtle Beach Best is a co-op marketing group. There are 16 golf courses, and we just put different promotions and specials out. We have our own website, Myrtle Beach Golf Packagers, Golf Packages.
MyrtleBeachGolfPackages.com.
And we call our group Myrtle Beach's Best. One of the reasons that we do is we feel the quality of courses in our group is outstanding. And it has courses in it such as Caledonia, True Blue, the 4 courses at Barefoot, a Tidewater, all the Glen's courses, Glen Dornick, Heather Glen, Shasberry's Glen, Possum Trot, World Tours Inn, the Thistle, International Club, Arrowhead, and Prestwick. So we have some great courses and some good combinations for package play.
Well, and you put together some great packages, too. So you can play, I think it's 3 rounds, 4 rounds, and on up, and get some pretty good discounts, because you guys don't have to discount too much. We don't see too many discounts coming out from Tidewater, which is good, though. That's good for the course. It's good for the people playing it, because then they know they're getting a great value for what they have.
Yeah, the
course they're having to pay.
And that's why we've named our group Myrtle Beach Best. Now, that may sound a little like we're bragging to a degree, but we feel that we do have some of the best golf courses, and they're some of the most demanded golf courses by our traveling golfers. So.
Well, and not only you. I mean, you can say that pretty confidently with all of the awards you've won. I mean, Tidewater stacked up a couple, 1 or 2.
Yes, yeah, we have. I mean,
and that's good for people to know.
Quite a few.
Yeah,
quite a few.
So Tidewater, one of our favorites. Archie, I'm blanking on the hole because I'm not one of those people who can remember like every hole I've ever played. My husband can do that.
I can do that too.
You can do it. You have that memory. Okay.
Well, I think it's just a golf pro thing.
Okay.
I mean, that's to take out the trash. I can forget that in a second. Okay. But but I can tell you about all the shots that everybody hit on the the seventh hole the last time we played.
Okay, so yeah, I can't do that, but you're right. It must be a golf pro thing. But there is a par 3 at Tidewater that when you come up to the forward tees, at least, and I believe from the center tees as well, you see the real high seagrass, I call it, or marsh grass, and then you, on a good day, can see the flag just above that. But the green is essentially hidden, and that is the coolest hole to me. I can't remember the number. But
number 17.
Okay, yeah, that's right, because it's one of the finishing holes. Now that you say that, but what a just interesting, very cool, challenging hole. Do you get a lot of comments on that one?
We do.
Yeah.
Our par 3s are a great collection of par 3s. And see, 17 is not one of the most picturesque of the par 3s. The most picturesque are the two that are out there on number 3 and 12.
On the bluffs, yeah.
Kind of on the bluffs, which set up a little higher, and you can see a lot further, and you can, see all the way over to, where the Atlantic Ocean is and the hotels and everything. But 17 may be the hardest because it's uphill. And certain times a year, we call them phragmites. The grasses that grow up there in the marsh.
Really tall.
Really tall. All depends on how tall you are.
That's true.
Is to if you can see the flag. About twice a year we do have to cut those down. But they do grow up 6, 7, 8 feet tall, and you're back and you're playing over those, and it's an uphill shot, and it's 17 is probably a force carry of 140 or 50 yards, and it's just intimidating, I think, visually when you have to hit it uphill over something like that.
Well, maybe it's because I'm so short that I don't realize.
I didn't want to say that.
I can never see the green, so I love it because it's almost like, all right, I'm just going to hit, and it's a faith hole to me. I think that hole should be named Faith because you just really have to look at the ball, hit it, and be like, all right, I must be on the green.
Well, I'm going to suggest something.
Okay.
The next time you play 17,
all right,
back on up about 30, 40, 50 yards from where we play, and you can see the green.
Okay.
So you're getting up closer to what you're having trouble seeing over.
Right.
So you just need to get away from those red tees and come on back and play with the guys, and you can see the whole thing.
No, I'm perfectly happy being super close because I just think that's a neat hole. It is one that I remember. It's not easy, but it certainly is one that you will remember.
Yes, you will.
Absolutely.
I'd like to add a Tidewater story if I could. If I don't get a chance to talk to you guys much, but and I don't remember which hole this is either. I don't have that either, that thing to remember it. But Dustin does. He could tell you every hole he's ever played. But there's a hole up there where you can't see the green, but you can see the flag, and it's not that par 3. Because the last time I played up there, I think it was with Keith Stanzel. I believe it was with Keith that day, and whoever the group was behind us, we took the flag out of the cup and walked out in the water and stuck it in the water.
You're mean.
So the group behind us was hitting to the flag
in the water.
In the water.
And some of them hit the green. So what does that tell you?
You're exactly right. If we all hit the ball where we're aiming, we'd all be at the U.S. Open this week, right?
I would say we'd have a different job.
Yes, we would. Yes, we would. Yeah, that's probably number 15.
Yeah, I think it may be, yeah.
But there's so many Tidewater stories out there. Is that where Brother Stansel got me with the snake, the fake snake?
Was that there? Might have been.
I think it was. But so if you ever hear a story from one of your condo owners, because there's not a lot of condos out there, but you do have some down one of the holes. But if anyone ever says she saw a female golfer running and screaming down the cart path, yeah, that would be me. Since I almost sat on a fake snake.
It's good to hear that the infamous Keith Stanzel has gotten more than one person with that snake because he's gotten me as well.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
He got me one time after we played a tournament. He and I are partners. We're riding in the same cart, and we're a very competitive match that we had in this tournament. And we come in after 18 holes. Now he has put the snake inside of my bag where, like, you reach in where your golf balls are and your glove and stuff.
Oh gosh, because it's a big snake. If you use the same one.
This was a smaller one.
Okay,
This one wasn't like a huge one.
He's got multiple versions, Jeff.
Yes, he does. So be prepared.
Okay.
And so we're standing there at the cart. He's told everybody else about it, but obviously there I am, and we're just standing there, and kind of like you do, unzip the pocket there, and I've got my balls, golf balls, a glove, and everything, the tees, and I'm putting them down in there and getting my wallet stuff. I was kind of reaching my hands down in there,
right?
Not even really looking,
right?
And I can sense there's a snake, or I catch it out of the something. I must have jumped 3 or 4 feet.
I bet you did.
So, who would think to put a snake in somebody's golf bag?
Oh, we have seen him get several people with that thing, and Jeff keeps threatening to get a real rattlesnake.
I told him, I said, if I ever find a snake on the golf course and I can catch it, it's going to end up in your bag, buddy. I promise you. But I'm not sure his heart can take it.
Well, I agree with that.
But the best one he's ever done, if I could take another minute, is when the one he got on Karen Nicoletti.
Oh my gosh!
And I was in the cart with her, and he puts the snake in the seat, and she sat on it. Well, she turned around and looked at me like maybe I'd put my hand over there or something. She sat on it, like she looked at me like, "What are you doing?" Then she looked down and saw the snake, and how she got out of that cart without taking the top off of it, I'll never know. But she ran like a gazelle down the fairway, saying things that we can't repeat on the air.
I understand. I've been in quite a few of those.
Oh, jeez.
with that same gentleman. I'm gonna get him back one day when he's at least looking for it.
We've got to.
Yeah,
We've got to
are.
figure it out.
I just don't want to give him the big one. I don't want.
Yeah, we love you, but that snake has got to go.
Amen.
Well, you brought something up, and since it's coming up this weekend, I know we don't like to date these shows too much. So, folks, if you're listening to this and it is not June 2015, bear with us. But the U.S. Open is coming up. What are your thoughts on it being out on the West Coast at Chambers Bay?
I tell you, I've just seen some of it on the Golf Channel, on TV, whatever, and I think it's going to be almost like a British Open here for our U.S. Open. Mm-hmm. So the course is going to play a lot different than a standard U.S. Open course. It'll still have, you need to hit it in the fairway, and the greens are going to be extremely fast and firm. But what I've seen so far that's the most unique thing that I've ever seen in a major championship or a course of this caliber is on the green complexes. A lot of them will like ramp up on the sides, and you can.
I haven't noticed that. Yeah,
and a shot can come in, and it may land a certain way, and kind of if it doesn't go straight up it and straight back, it'll kind of come in at an angle, and it could end up 30, 40, 50 feet down on the other side of the green. It could come in on the left side of the green, hit one of those kind of ramps almost, and away it goes. I think that's going to prove very interesting, and it's either going to be I don't think there's going to be a middle ground. I think it's either going to be either loved or not loved. Not loved.
Yes, so Jordan Spieth's caddy used to work there as a caddy, so he should have some good intel. And I've heard where people were saying the true studiers, like the Phil Mickelsons, who will study greens for hours, they are the ones, I guess, because of what I hadn't noticed that, but I guess it makes sense because of what you just said, that the ones who are actually studying these greens very meticulously are going to do better.
I think that's probably the case. The case is a lot of the greens not only have these kind of ramps up on the sides of them, but there are 2 and 3 and 4 tiers within the green complex itself. So
making sure you're on the right tier.
Yes,
wow.
I think that's going to be the big thing with this U.S. Open. It's not as much T2 green as a lot of U.S. Opens where just the rough was so high and you just had to chop it out. Well, here they've got a lot of bunkers that will take care of that, and the waste grasses and stuff. But I think on and around the greens will determine the champion. So I can see some 4-putts. I can see somebody maybe putting off a green. I can,
Well, and how difficult then does the wind make it? Because if you're trying to be, I mean, obviously they're always trying to be that specific, but now when you're looking at different green complexes, different tiers, and now you add in that West Coast wind, you're right, it could be a U.S. Open, a British Open style U.S. Open, especially if it starts raining.
It could, and I think that the USGA will probably keep it right on the edge, but on the safe edge and not go over the edge.
Right.
Because with the undulations to the greens, if they get too fast and too hard, you could get some unfair hole locations.
Yeah.
So it's so different, this course. Unbelievable to me that it's a municipal golf course.
Right.
I can't see people wanting to take a steady diet of that type of play.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be fun to watch, and it'll be interesting to what the feedback's going to be from the players.
I think so. I think so as well. They have seen some pictures. Conditioning of the greens may be an issue. But some pictures coming out from some of the people playing practice rounds. But like we've learned from your previous interview and some of the others, golf courses can change even within a week.
Oh, so. Yeah. Especially with the weather conditions, the humidity will change, or lack thereof.
Right.
Will change the course probably quicker than anything. Humidity and wind.
Right. All right. I'll put you on the spot.
More so than temperature.
Do you have a pick?
Wow. Do I have a pick? I wish I'd have known this coming in here.
No, see, I have to get you with something.
Okay. I'm going to take someone that I think is creative and plays fairly well across the pond.
Okay.
And I'm going to take little Ricky Fowler.
All right.
I like that pick.
That does make sense because he does play well across the pond.
Mm-hmm. He does.
Right.
And he just came back from playing over there in Rory's tournament.
That's right.
So we're here in the U.S. We just kind of play from point A to point B.
Right.
He seems to have adapted well to that type of tournament, or that type of tournament play. But I think it's going to be such a mentally tough U.S. Open. You're going to have the right mindset. Right. And to me, he already has that right mindset because he's played well across the pond in some of the events.
All right.
So that's my pick. I mean,
Archie
he may not make the cut, but right now that's my pick.
Mine didn't make the cut last week. I thought Webb Simpson was a shoo-in, and he didn't even make the cut, so we're used to that around here.
It's hard to tell. You got 156 guys teeing it up, and whoever gets hot, and you take Phil. He could win and be right up the top, or he can miss the cut.
Miss the cut.
You just
never
can't
know.
Tell.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see how his health does in that temperature as well. And that kind of climate. So
that's why I'm taking the young little guys.
There you go. Well, Archie, thank you so much for coming in, giving us the update on Tidewater and the Myrtle Beach Best Group golf packages. And so I'm going to give folks 2 websites. Definitely check these out, folks. You're looking for tidewatergolf.com. That give you all the information, pictures. Pierre does a great job updating y'all's site. We give a little shout out to Pierre. Go out and tell Coop we said hello. You said hello. Yeah. Heard about it on the Golf Director. The other one is for that Myrtle Beach Best, and that is
MyrtleBeachGolfPackages.com.
All right, that should be easy to remember, folks. Archie, we'll see you next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shannon.
All right.
Appreciate it.
This edition of Tee It Up Grandstand has been produced and broadcast by the Zeus Radio Network for thegolfdirector.com. When visiting the Golf Director, be sure to check out our featured golf course pages, including the one for Tidewater Golf, where you'll find up-to-date information about course conditions, specials, and so much more. If you need help with your next golf vacation, give us a call here at 844-GO-GOLF1. That's 844-464-6531. And if you like to tweet, #JustCallDave, and he'll get a hold of you. All of our TGD programming is archived for listening and viewing on demand. So to catch up on a show you might have missed, including Archie's last one on those greens out at Tidewater, click on the TGD Radio and TGD TV tabs at the menu at thegolfdirector.com. We're now available on over 1 billion devices through iTunes, Audio Realm, TuneIn, YouTube, Ustream, Roku, Blueberry, and the Myrtle Beach Golf app. So download that if you haven't already. This is your host, Shan Coughlin, and on behalf of my special guest, Mr. Archie Lemon from Tidewater Golf Club, our producer, Big Jeff behind the glass, we thank you for tuning in. There's more TGD golf news and information coming up next, so don't go anywhere.